Well, so we had talked about going over, you know, the Big 12 stadiums and kind of ranking the stadiums, sort of like seeing, what stadiums are the best stadiums to be at, right? Now, when I was given the task of breaking down, like ranking the stadiums, I was thinking of it in the aspect of like the aesthetics of the stadium, right? Not necessarily like, uh
Home win
you know
percentage,
what.
crowd.
Yeah, I wasn't considering the crowd or like, like that kind of atmospheric kind of ranking, because I feel like that can all change with a bad season. If it like I guarantee you Boom Pickens was not fun to be at, like, for fans of them
Last year.
last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that. I
I
can see
I
that.
don't think that home field advantage was much of an advantage, going into that season. So what I thought of is like, okay, I'm going to rank these stadiums based on like their updates, their upgrades, what it looks like,
We're
just
starting with
overall.
16, right? So we're just going to write
Starting with
down the.
number 16, which is not really a place to put it in. We're going to go with the Kansas Jayhawks. Now, look, we don't really know what their stadium is going to look like. It's not even done yet. So it's almost kind of
It's
like a,
it's like a half of a stadium.
yeah, it's not finished yet. So it's a little unfair to pick them for, in this list. But I will say that, even if we were going with their old stadium, it would most likely be at the bottom anyway, because if you ever went to that stadium, which I know you have, Steve.
I've been there many
um,
times. It is not a great stadium.
no, it looks like a
Porta
stadium
potties,
that
USA.
it looks like a stadium built for a team that only gets about 3 wins a year. So,
Yeah, you could see why
so
they waited forever, man. They didn't have the support until Lance Leipold. So
yeah, I mean, good on him for getting Lawrence, Kansas, excited about their football program in a very long time, even though it's still a work in progress. But I will say, from the pictures that I've seen, it does look pretty cool. But we can't rank them just yet because we'll have to wait and see, and that's what we have right here. Wait and see.
okay,
Now, again, this is just our opinions, okay? Like like it could go either way, but number 15, we're going to kick off the real rankings with the bounce house. Okay? Look, I'm sure when you're there at the bounce house, it's probably a blast and a lot of fun, but when I look at this stadium, all I see is a bowl of metal. Just a bowl of metal bleachers.
their fans
And
leave early all the time. I know it's hot, but my goodness, dude.
yeah, I mean, in the aspect of the atmosphere, yeah, not very cool that your fans are leaving. But even if their fans stayed the whole time, you're still like, I mean, just it looks just so simple. That It just looks so bland to me. I'm not really impressed with the structure. It just and then even where it's located, it's like there's nothing really to look at. There's not like, you look, where's the big screen at? I don't even see a big screen here. So um
It's on that bottom right.
yeah, it's just a one little screen there. I mean, it's pretty bland, pretty plain,
There's
but
nothing really
look,
happening around it either. Like there's like it's not
yeah,
in a great area. But I mean, shoot, it is Orlando, so I mean that'd be a fun place to visit for sure. But yeah, that
yeah,
stadium is not great.
yep, just a bowl of bleachers, which, yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan.
Especially that small press box, man. Look how small it is.
Yeah, look, it's kind of dinky. Look, I
Looks like Jack
no
Trice press box.
exactly. Exactly. All right. So they're number 15. Now, number 14, we're probably going to get a lot of hate for this because, how could you possibly put a stadium that is like, with the atmosphere of their fans being so good, how could you put their stadium at 14? Look, I don't think their stadium is that cool. I really don't.
You didn't say it. I just clicked on it.
Oh, West Virginia. Sorry. I'm putting West Virginia at number 14. Yeah, I guess I didn't say it. I just don't think it's that impressive to look at. I mean, not only that, but then I
Aesthetically.
have aesthetically, but then you look at this like section behind their end zone where there's just this big grassy area, and you can't. That's not like a place where you can sit down. Like fans can't sit in this area. Which if they did, that'd be really cool. Like that might go up for me a little bit, but that's not available to the public. Um, they try to fill it in with some stuff. If I put in the arrow here, they try to fill it in with some like band or whatever that is. I don't know. Like they're trying
I
their
think it's their
best.
band and dance team and all of that.
Yeah. But it just seems weird. Like it's not like this was a track at one point and they're like, you know what I mean? Like this isn't like a field inside of a track. But I don't know. It's also again, I looked at like pictures. This that doesn't show any pictures here on this slide, but not a lot of stadium seating. It's just a bunch of bleachers again. And then like the replay screen is there's
Just one of them. Yep.
just one replay
And a
screen.
small looking press box again.
Yep. Just not impressive. It is what it is, though. I mean, from what I've heard, West Virginia playing there, the crowd is just insane,
Yep.
and I think their tailgating lot is next to a hospital, which is convenient. You know, somebody gets a little drunk too much.
Just like K-State's.
So brownie points to that. It's a huge lot too. I could see it in that photo. Oh my gosh, look at all those cars. But yeah, they are number 15 or 14. Number 13, we've got Cincinnati Nippert Stadium, the oldest stadium on the list. I believe it's 110 years old or something like that.
Yep.
And
110.
and it is also a big bowl of metal again. It's just tons of bleacher seats, tons. And I don't know why. It's just not like it's nothing to really be excited about. There's nothing like aesthetically pleasing about this stadium. I like the little D, the C for Cincinnati inside the bleachers. The paint job is cool, but I mean, I feel like you're just putting lipstick on a pig at that point. It's just not like anything crazy, unique or exciting. So they're going to be number 13 for me. Not much to really say about it. Number 12. I mean, Steve, I don't know if you have anything else to say about Cincinnati's
Nope. Nothing. Copy and paste.
copy and paste. Number 12, we got from the oldest stadium to the newest stadium, just a little over 10 years old right now. We got Houston, Space City Financial Stadium. Look, I know that people might think it's crazy that I'm putting Houston above Cincinnati and above, West Virginia, but I'm not going to put a stadium full of bleacher seats above a stadium that's got like really like basically a brand new updated stadium. I mean, this has all the bells and whistles. Like it's got stadium seats, the concessions and all that are like nice and clean and updated and everything. I was looking at photos and I'm like, man, this place looks clean. Like
Why do they only put
clean,
one
clean.
video board though, dude?
I don't know. I mean, look, you gotta have some grace. I mean, that's why they're number 12. Okay. Like they got
Bottom
one
half
video
still.
board. Okay. Like they got one video board. A lot of stadiums just have one, or two at most, and we'll get into that later. But overall, I mean, it's going to be hard to put Houston low when you've got like a stadium that was just built, really updated structure
They just
and
need to
just
get people to
looks,
go to games. That's what they're missing right now is the
yeah,
attendance.
the attendance. Iowa State. Um, oh yeah, also yeah, like I put in notes here for Houston. It's the new stadium. It's solid and it's like it's got the three deck seating, which makes it look bigger than it actually is. Like
Yep.
anytime you
Yep.
got three decks, that's a plus for me. Like aesthetically, it just makes it look like a giant stadium. Even if it seats less people than it looks, that's what I mean. Like it looks aesthetically cool. All right. Number 11. We've got Iowa State, Jack Trice Stadium, opened in 1975. The capacity, one of the biggest in the Big 12, is 61,500 seats. That's giant. Um, they're what's really cool about Iowa State is that they do have an interior green space for seating, which is really cool. I think that like more colleges should offer that like that experience if it's available, of course. But anytime there's like interior green seating, that's got to go up on the list for me. And then not to mention, if you've ever been to, have you ever been to Iowa State? Have you ever
No,
been to
but
the
I have
stadium?
friends who have. I have multiple friends who have.
So for those who don't know, and you can look this up, when you go to the stadium, you're walking over a bridge to get to the
We
stadium.
have to talk about the bridge.
Yeah,
It's what
the
they're the most
bridge.
proud of.
It's what they're most proud of because it's kind of cool. That bridge is going over an entire massive tailgating parking lot. Then people are just, going nuts. I mean, it's tailgating. So, the noise is crazy. The smell of hot dogs and hamburgers is awesome. And you're just walking in and, yeah, you're just walking right over all those tailgating. To me, that's super cool, man. I don't know. To me, I think that's really cool, and that's why they're at number 11. But other than that, I mean, nothing really super crazy about their stadium. Small press box. I think they only have one replay video board. I'm not sure if this is an updated video or not, but um, just a really big area for seating. Only a two-deck seating
They
area.
have two.
They have
One
they have two.
one in each
They
end zone.
they have one on each end. Okay, but still, and when you stand outside of it, not anything crazy. Like the exterior walls, I mean, it's just basic, very basic looking. Not a lot of thought went into it. So, but it's solid. It's a good stadium. I like it a lot. Moving on to now, here I have from 10 to 7, I've got basically a clump of stadiums put together. And we're not going to really talk about a whole lot of these. Otherwise, this live video is going to be like 7 hours long. But we're gonna basically categorize these stadiums as like the stadiums that have really good scenery. Basically, they're on this. They're in this section because they have an amazing scenery around them, and that would be Colorado Folsom Field, opened in 1924, 50,000. Arizona Stadium, again, 50,000, but opened in 1929. Rice Eccles Stadium, another 51,000 capacity, opened in 1998. And then we get to number 7 on the list, BYU Lavelle Edwards Stadium, 63,000. So just a couple thousand more than Iowa State, opened in 1964. And here's what I got to say. All right. If BYU would have just simply built a normal stadium, just a normal looking stadium, this would have been much higher on the list for me. But because BYU decided to put more end zone seats, more end zone seats than sideline seating, which makes no sense to me. Whoever designed this, whoever designed this literally does not understand how college football needs to be watched, or has like a problem with depth perception or something, because he literally is watching football in the worst angle ever. So end zone seating, that doesn't make sense. And then also, you only get one, I believe, one replay screen, which is bizarre to me. Or no, it's two. They have two. They have two screens, which makes no sense given the fact that they've got these huge gaps in the corner, which
Perfect spot for him. Perfect
they
spot.
could have gone for a four corner screening, which makes I just don't understand. Yes, they have the mountains that are like basically right there.
Beautiful
And that
scenery.
is like,
Beautiful.
seriously though, like, yeah, if you had like, a snow game, that would be like the best college football like experience ever. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just like a late November game in BYU with with that kind of scenery is just freaking perfect. But in terms of their stadium, it just is wonky. It's really honestly hard to rank this because the design just makes no sense to me at all. It is it just looks like it was just pieced together. Like, oh, this would be cool here. Let's throw this here and let's put this over
Right.
here. Just
Right.
it's just weird looking. And I gotta put it in the list for its sheer capacity size. I mean, and they fill this dang thing out. But also, like, the scenery is absolutely gorgeous. The placement of this stadium was not an afterthought. I feel like that was super intentional. But just the building itself is just very weird, very strange to me. But anyway, like the other stadiums, I mean, they're solid. They're solid stadiums. They're really good. And but they also have really good scenery. So moving on to number 6. Uh, now what BYU has in scenery, uh, Oklahoma State has in money. because 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 Oklahoma State got the biggest donation to to renovate their stadium in all of college sports, which was $165 million. That's unbelievable. If you guys look at the old stadium of Oklahoma State, it looks unrecognizable
It
to this.
does. It does.
And I love how that's the basketball stadium. I love how they connected the basketball stadium, but it doesn't take away from the football stadium itself. I love the shoehorn look of stadiums. I really like it a lot. Um, it just looks really cool, man. I think the outer fixtures look good. Everything about this build is just very exciting to me. And
It looks awesome.
it just looks so freaking cool,
And
man.
you had something else you wanted to say about like
Oh
the
yeah.
proximity.
Yeah, this is like brownie points too, but like their sideline, the seating goes like right up to the sidelines. I think there's like 8 feet or something like that from the sidelines, like the seats, the lower seating. So they're like right there in the game, which is very cool. I think they have the closest proximity to the field out of any other stadium. I don't really know if that's true or not, but I
It's
know
got to be.
there
It's got to
it's
be.
got to be up there. And I think that was definitely intentional when they were designing this.
Oh,
Opened in
absolutely.
1920 and capacity is 54,000. Pretty
Hmm.
solid stadium. Next, we're going to move on to TCU, Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Amen G. Carter Stadium.
Amen. Oh, it was
It's
Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Opened in 1930. Capacity is 46K. And I honestly, this is what I was talking about earlier. They have a three deck seating. And dude, 46K, there's no way that it's that many. Like I mean, it is because that's what it is. But when you're there, it does not feel like it only holds 46,000. I mean, it definitely feels like a 55, 60,000 plus, stadium capacity. They have a beautiful exterior. Just look at the pictures. I mean, we didn't have one selected here because honestly, Google is a pain in the ass when it comes to getting photos off of it now. But if you go to any of the Google photos, Wikipedia lets me take it, but not Google. I don't know. It's weird. Beautiful exterior, and again, like I said, it just feels bigger than it is. I've never been to TCU, but I mean, look, they're in the Dallas Fort Worth area, and like the scenery is really great there too. So it's just a solid stadium all around. And I won't say anything about their fans and the environment.
They're
For
crazy,
being
dude. Their
for being
fans
a
are
Christian
crazy.
for being a Christian school.
You couldn't tell
Does
that.
don't You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. We'll just leave it at that. But as far as the stadium goes, definitely a top 5 stadium for me. What do you think, Steve?
I have TCU in the bottom half, but I rank them differently. I rank them off of capacity and home crowd effectiveness. not off
Yeah.
of aesthetics like you did.
Yeah. I think that makes sense in like in terms of what you're saying, like capacity and crowd effectiveness. They're not a very tough team to go into their domain
No,
and try to win. But but you never know. I mean, like they also haven't been a program that's been very successful. Like I mean, they've been successful. They went to the college football playoffs, but
they've had some
which
good
is
years and some bad years.
yeah, they have good years and bad years. They put up some stinkers. They're a little inconsistent, but overall, I mean, they're a Texas college football program. So I mean, it's hard to like be bad, you know.
Yep, yep.
Moving on to number 4, we've got basically the big brother to the previous stadium, which is the Texas Tech AT&T Jones Stadium. I mean, everything about this stadium is like a better version of the TCU stadium, and then brownie points for the Texas Tech logo scoreboard. That's so freaking cool, man. I don't know if you guys can see that, but if you zoom in, um, or if you just look at pictures online, their double T logo is like right above it is the scoreboard, which is super cool for me. But yeah, everything I said about TCU's stadium, Texas Tech is like that, but better.
And they've been
They just,
renovating it a bunch over the last 10, 15 years. It
oh
looks so
yeah,
much better now than it did like I said 10, 15 years ago.
right. And then shout out to the Texas Tech fans with the whole tortilla thing. I mean, that's a very unique experience. I know
Very unique. Very
we're
unique.
not basing this off of any environment or atmospheric thing, but just thought I'd give that a shout out. The tortilla thing is cool. Capacity is 60K. Uh, opened in 1947. Moving on to the top 3, and we're starting off with K-State, Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Let's
Look,
go.
look,
Email, baby.
man, this stadium has it all. I mean, we've got this four corner uh video coverage. The press box is like gigantic, dude. It's like
It is.
massive press box. We've got what's unique about K-State is that they made it into a bowl with the idea that it was going to like capture the sound and make it even louder. And since then, K State has just built up this bowl higher and higher, and it's just made the sound even more like intense. And that's why a lot of people say it's tough to play in K State because of the noise and everything that goes with it. Not to mention the exterior. This in my opinion, and you could say it's biased, but there's like you look at other people that have created these lists, these like aesthetic lists. They always come to K-State and they always say that the exterior of K-State's stadium is by far one of the most beautiful exteriors ever because it's literally looks like a castle. Like the outside of our stadium is built like a castle, which is so cool to see it if you've never been. Also, it's you could say the only thing that's like the downfall of K State being number 1 or number 2 is that there really isn't anything around it. The scenery is like kind of boring, but that's nothing that K State could really control. I mean, what are you gonna do? Like,
It's right next to the basketball facility and the football facility and the track and the soccer and the K-State rec. Like it's all right there. It's just
right? But we don't got any
small
mountains.
town.
Though.
It's a small town.
What I'm saying is like we don't have any mountains to look at. It's not
No,
like
I mean we got
that's
hills.
yeah, K State can't really control that.
We got
So,
the Flint
it is
Hills.
what it is. Yeah, with the Flint Hills, but we're basically like on top of the Flint Hills here. But yeah, I mean it is 100%. I mean, we have put a ton of money into this stadium over the years, and it just like they have thought of everything really in terms of like just how easily accessible. And of course, I'm going to give a little shout out to my company a little bit that I work for, but my milk program business or whatever, Highland Dairy, they provide free ice cream and milk and all this other stuff to the press box, which is very unique. And it is I don't know if it's still this way, but it was at the time the only stadium that provided free ice cream and free beverages to the press box with other
Nice.
teams coming in. No other stadium does that, from what I understand.
And Kenny and I
Um,
like to hang out on the sky deck. We do like to
yes,
hang out on the sky deck. We can see the whole field.
that's right, and get that whole that feeling and everything, and that brings us 50,000 one, yeah, 1968, solid amount of people. I mean, we that basically gets sold out every single home game. I mean, over the last like 3-4 years, we have had basically a sold out home crowd every year,
Yep.
every game. Number 2, taking us to Arizona State Mountain America Stadium. Dude, this stadium looks awesome. Like, if I
It
were to
is.
go,
It's really cool.
if I were to pick a stadium to watch K-State play any team, I want them to play here. This just looks like a fun stadium to play in. It's in Arizona. You got the scenery, which is super cool. That's high up on the list for me. They have all the updates that you could want. Look at the stadium seating. Look at the stadium seating right here in this photo. Uh, like they're not even like close to the field. It's like stadium seats all the way up here. That's amazing. I'm not a fan of bleachers. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm not a fan of the bleacher seats.
Spend
But
a
it
little bit of
is what
money
it.
and get some real seats in there.
Yeah, come on. We're not playing college
This isn't
football is
high school
advanced.
football.
Yeah, college football is advanced so much. We need to get rid of the bleacher seating. Okay. Um, yeah, dude, I love the just the whole aesthetic of this stadium. It just looks fun. Huge press box, I could see that. And then you've got it looks like they got 3 screens. They got the one big one, and then they've got 2 on the sides of this. Looks like I wouldn't say that's press box stadium. Maybe that's the suites, right? The end zone suites.
Kind of looks like it.
It looks like they got that, which is super cool. I don't mind end zone suites. I don't know, K State has end zone suites, so super cool. I'm definitely digging it. Definitely digging it. Seats 53,000. I think that's a perfect amount of people. And yeah, man, Arizona State
It's a cool
not only
stadium.
not only winning the Big 12 last year, but winning in not really winning, but coming up at the top of the leaderboard in terms of your stadium aesthetics. Dude, they're definitely a school to have a lot to be proud of. So
Desert Devil
definitely,
says it used to be better, to be honest.
really, no
I think it
way.
looks
Are
pretty
you
cool. I
are
think it
you
looks pretty
talking
cool.
about like environment or like people showing up, like the atmosphere? Are you talking about aesthetically pleasing? Because what I'm looking at right now, just looking through the photos of this stadium, dude, this looks clean, man. It looks updated, very nice. It doesn't look like it just looks like it's up to date, like it's a professional, like they took it seriously and they're like making it a professional stadium out of it. And so that's why it's number 2 for me. Uh you'll have to, yeah, tell me why it was better years ago. Like, what did they take away to make it not as cool looking? Because to me, I think that looks great. Anyway, moving on to number 1. It look, this has got to be the coolest, most like amazing stadium. If I were to build a stadium now, I would build this stadium, and that's Baylor McLean Stadium, opened in 2014. It seats 45,000. Dude, I out of all the stadiums, I could not stop scrolling through photos of this stadium. I mean, everything about this stadium is so freaking cool. They've got shaded nosebleed seats. Like, it's underneath shade. Like, who thinks of that? It's like they thought of everything. Not only that, but it's right next to this river. And so you can actually go sailgating, which is legit. I mean, I would like to get drunk on a boat while watching a college football game. That would be legit. While it's in the water, dude, that's so cool, man. Not to mention just the overall like aesthetic of it's, like outside. It looks like, honestly, it looks like a professional, like an actual professional stadium. I don't know how else to describe it. It looks like
It looks like it holds more than it does.
it does for sure. I will give you that. But just the outside, like walking up to it, the structure looks very cool. I would be excited if I went and got to go to a game here. I would be.
It's never full, so you could go to any game you wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that, like, in terms of the atmosphere, it's probably not the best.
No.
Uh, but overall, like, just if you wanted to go just watch a game, in a beautiful stadium, Baylor has, in my opinion, the best aesthetics that you could ask for in terms of like a stadium, the location, the scenery, the upgrades to the seats. The concessions look amazing. I mean, it looks like you're going to a professional game, just based on what I mean. You look at that, and then you scroll down to the bounce house, and you see the difference of like the stadium's aesthetics. It's laughable. It's laughable. You're like, what in God's name are we doing here? It's like, are we still playing in the same conference? Like, it's it's pretty bad. But BYU, or sorry, not BYU, Baylor.
Here we go.
Um,
He's doing it again.
I'm doing it
2025.
again. I'm doing it again. We'll see how long I keep this up. But yeah, Baylor for me, aesthetically has the best stadium. I know that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so everybody that's like, oh, well, you know, like our stadium is better because it's louder. It's like, okay, I don't care about that. I care about aesthetically pleasing. I care about what it looks like. Now, Steve has a different list.
I do have a different list. I'm going to go over my list really quickly here. My list is based off of capacity, home win percentage, crowd effectiveness, all of that. I'm just going to go through
Oh,
it.
wait! Before I let you go, I almost forgot one detail. I was looking at it to see if I went over everything. The other thing that I was going to say,
About what?
for Baylor, really quick, they have grass seating in their stadium, which is like unheard of. By
That
the
is
way,
cool.
like in a modern stadium, like being built today, that's unheard of. Nobody has grass seating inside the stadium. So I'm just saying that's another brownie point. Okay, we can get off of it. Baylor, you have a really great stadium. I was just blown away. I did not think you had this good of a stadium. Now
You were
I kind of want to.
unfamiliar with their game.
I was unfamiliar with their stadium game, and now I kind of want to go watch K-State play Baylor. Okay,
There
I
we
want
go.
to go down there.
There we go. Okay. Said earlier, I'm ranking this off of capacity, home win percentage, crowd effectiveness, all of that. Just gonna run through it, Kenny. 16 KU, 15 Houston, 14 UCF, 13 Cincinnati, 12 Baylor. I'm sorry, I know you have number one, but their home crowd is terrible. Arizona 11, TCU 10, 9 Colorado. Beautiful area, but they have not been amazing for a while. Arizona State, number 8. West Virginia, number 7. Number 6 is Utah. Number 5 is Texas Tech. Number 4, Jack Trice Stadium, Iowa State. Number 3, we both have K-State. Number 2, Boone Pickens Stadium, Oklahoma State. And number 1 has to be BYU, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, LES. So,
Right. Yeah. I mean, BYU's in terms of atmosphere and their fans. I mean, no one comes close. No one comes close. Their stadium goes off. The fans are popping off. It's crazy, dude. It's just their stadium is just so funky looking in terms of what it looks like. But
it is funky looking. But like I
outside
said,
of
I'm
that,
basing it off of capacity, home win percentage, crowd
yeah,
effectiveness. They got to be
yeah,
number 1. They just do.
they're easily number one. Easily number one. And then yeah, you had to put Boone Pickens in there because historically, I mean, that place, they have like some of the best
Crazy difficult to win at. Crazy difficult to
Yeah,
win at.
it's like the best home game advantage, like field advantage out of like anybody in the country.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's ranking the Big 12 football stadiums going into 2025.